deliver clean water, clean air, and safe parks.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that I don't get to do that because you just want to end grants for everybody.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous because it's an environmental protection agency grant. Crazy. But thank God that didn't get taken, that the courts spoke and spoke in the favor of municipalities across the country. But another example is the attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Right.
We got a letter from the federal government that said by accepting this $2 million, there was no signature required, nothing like that. But by accepting this $2 million, you're certifying that you have no DEI programs.
So what does that mean in retrospect to what they're saying?
You know what? I couldn't even tell you what it actually means because there wasn't much of an explanation. So what we did is we gave it. It's crazy.
That's
right?
crazy.
It's crazy. It's not enforceable. We don't have to sign on it. It's like a mandatory addendum. They're just like adding to the contract. Oh yeah, by accepting this money, you're certifying that you don't have any DEI programs.
Wow.
And it's something where it gives them the ability from their ivory tower to say, we aren't, we're, forcing communities across the country to move away from DEI programs.
Yeah.
And they're not going to actually follow up on it and look at it or whatever, but it's something that they can do so they can say that they're continuing this attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Did we lose the funding? No. Do we celebrate diversity, equity, inclusion in Morristown? Absolutely, and we're going to continue to do that. We don't have any DEI programs specifically in our hiring.
Right.
Do we have initiatives? Yeah, we celebrate Black History Month. We raise the pride flag. We stand up for those that are disabled. We're a certified veteran-friendly community. We are striving to make sure we add more programs for seniors so they have the ability to get involved in our rec department. I believe inclusion is a good thing. Yeah. Because I think when you bring more voices to the table that come from different perspectives, you ultimately have a better conversation. Yeah. When everyone's coming from the same thing, the same background, a conversation can get real monotonous. Yeah. And so my whole thing is, I don't run from DEI. I know a lot of people, there's a lot of conversation about it, but I think diversity is a strength. I ran for office because I believe representation matters. Yeah. There was literally no one that ever looked like me that served on town council in Morristown in 350 years. I ran because I felt like someone that looked like me, someone that was my age, that had my life experience, that lived in affordable housing deserved to be on that dais. So I try to tell folks in our everyday life, if you're building a team, if you're running a business, you want diverse perspectives. Yeah. So don't believe the BS that's coming from the federal government that's trying to divide us and make us think that if you see a Black person flying a plane, they must have got there not because they earned it, but because they're Black and they just got the job, which is insane to me. And I'm not just making that up. President Trump said that the planes crashed because of DEI pilots. Insanity. Yeah.
How do you feel about all the stuff that's going on with the ICE, like as a mayor, like, because say something like that trickles down into your city, your town, whatever it is. We use California because it's the big thing that's trending right now. Yep. As a mayor, like, how would you approach that? Because I see a lot of conversations around like states losing their individuality because the federal government wants to take over and control everything. So what's your perspective on what's going on? Like, how would you potentially handle it if you were like the mayor of a city like that?
Yeah. So what I'll say is the moment that Donald Trump was elected president, I received messages from Morristonians that were undocumented here on asylum from countries not just in South America or Central America,